give you a quick demo of what I've been working on for the last 2 weeks during my cooldown period at CodeBuild. The problem I chose to tackle is our rudimentary software release process, which occurs weekly and includes the entire infrastructure team plus others to remotely connect to each server in the field, often with bad internet, and manually enter the commands, which takes quite a long time and is very error prone. So I've just been thinking there's got to be a better way to do this. I didn't know the solution. I spent a couple days researching it, and I found AWS CodeDeploy, and I think that's our solution. So CodeDeploy kind of consists of two things. You configure applications, and then you configure deployment groups as well. So I've just been playing around, and I've got the Office Pad deployment group working really well. One thing to note about these deployment groups is that they have key value environment configurations, and agents also have these key values. So when you're defining a deployment group, you can use regex in this value to capture multiple agents, which is pretty nice. I'll just show you the repo really quick before we get into it. So I've created a software releases Git repo. I'm working on a register agents Python script because for each edge server, there's quite a lengthy and confusing process you need to go through to register it as a CodeDeploy agent. So I'm working on automating that, but not done yet. Each time there's a new software release, we'll create a new subdirectory. So I have one here. We'll go into it. And this is kind of the format that they'll all take. This one has an agents file, which is a hard-coded dictionary of all of our active pads, so that my code can use it. I'd like to get rid of this and automate it based on the data in the database. It has the application specification file, and it's very simple. All it's doing is running the install shell script, and it's giving it a 900-second timeout. The install shell script looks like this. We're doing what we kind of normally do each week, or at least a little bit of it. So we're logging into the ECR, and we're going to download data pipe CTL, and then we're going to install it on the Office Pad. The top half of this terminal is the Office Pad, and you can see if I hit data pipe CTL, there it doesn't exist. I've uninstalled it. So I'm going to watch, watch this command and see what happens every 2 seconds with the responses. Down on my dev machine, now that we've looked at everything, I'm going to push this to the S3. So there's a lot of magic involved, and I will do my best to document all of these commands, but I have it already written. So we're going to do AWS deploy push. The application name needs to match up with the application that you've configured in CodeDeploy. And then it just says the S3 location, and you can give the zip file a name. So it's just past midnight. I'm gonna do 12:06. Oh, did the date change? Yeah, it did. 30. All right, hit that, and then boom. This feedback is just telling me how I could deploy it from the command line if I wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go into CodeDeploy, go into my application, look at the revisions, and look at that 2022-04-30 12:06 is here. So let's deploy it. Let's create a deployment. Let's select our deployment group, which is the Office pad. Let's select our revision. Sorry, you can see I've been doing a lot of trial and error here. Here's our latest one. I'm going to overwrite the content just in case I need to. And then I'm going to create the deployment. And it only takes a few seconds, and we'll just keep our eye up on the top left corner and see what happens with data pipe CTL. Look at that. Now it's showing us the help message for data pipe CTL, indicating that it just got installed. So is there a help? Oh my god. Yeah, so it's installed now, and right before I did that process, I proved to you that it was not installed. So there's a proof of concept. There's some more details to flesh out, including, versioning of packages, all sorts of things. But I think this is a really good tool and a really good base that we can run with as we develop our continuous delivery process. I think that's it for my demo. So if you have any questions or feedback, let me know. I'm always on Slack or whatever, email, Zoom. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.